So as you can see, the kids on the are standing on the sideline. You'll actually see all the kids out there are seniors. So that's a lot of seniors, Jim.
I'll tell you one thing that you could talk about too, that the seniors, that group of kids, that group of kids have won more games than any Anley high school kids have ever won, winning 12 games last year, 10 games this year, and also some of those kids played as sophomores, so they've won more games as individuals than anyone has ever won at Anley High School.
Closing home game of the regular season to honor the parents and families.
So they're just about to announce the seniors. We're going to be quiet here for a little bit, and hopefully you can hear the PA in the background as they're going to be announcing all the seniors and hopefully their parents and relatives.
This is a great time. I stood there as a player in 1964 and as a parent in 1982, so I know how that feels. It's a great honor.
We'll start off with number 3, Kieran Newell.
So the first senior announced is number 3, Kieran Newell.
Number 8, Evan Bjornstad with his mother, Liz Bjornstad, and his brother, Eric.
Number 8, Evan Bjornstad.
Number 9, Jake Royer with his parents, Rob and Debbie Royer, and his grandfather, Rick Royer.
Number 9, Jacob Royer.
Number 13, Jackson Cantu, and his parents, Robert and Inga Cantu.
Number 13, Jackson Cantu.
Number 15, Justin Cox, with his mother, Joan Cox, and his siblings, Giovanni, and Newell Cox.
Running back, defensive back, Justin Cox.
Number 16, Elijah Johnson, and his parents, Per and Sheila Johnson.
Running back, linebacker, number 16, Elijah Johnson.
Number 17, Scott Hoffman, and his parents, Dave and Joel Hoffman.
Defensive back and wide receiver, Scott Hoffman.
Number 21, Kobe Einstein, and his parents, Steve and Karen Einstein.
Safety and wide receiver, Kobe Einstein.
Number 25, Brandon Doty, and his parents, Edward and Wendy Doty.
Linebacker and fullback, Brandon Doty.
Number 33, Jackson Phoenix, and his parents, Brett and Molly Phoenix.
Linebacker, Jackson Phoenix.
Number 34, Miguel Contreras, and his parents, Miguel Contreras and Paula Vargas.
Defensive back and wide receiver, Miguel Contreras.
Number 42, Cole Fitzpatrick, and his parents, Bernie and Sarah Fitzpatrick.
Defensive back and wide receiver, Cole Fitzpatrick.
Number 47, Nick Hash, and his parents, Shannon and Mindy Hash.
Wide receiver and defensive back, Nick Hash.
Number 55, Jake Chittister, and his parents, Greg and Kelly Chittister.
Offense and defensive lineman, Jake Chittister.
Number 56, Donnie Riveras, and his parents, Matt and Kelly Riveras, and his sister, Jessica Riveras.
Linebacker and offensive lineman, 56, Donnie Riveras.
Number 58, MJ Harris, and his parents, Mark and Dusty Harris, and his mother, Tracy, and Dave Mason.
Offensive and defensive lineman, MJ Harris.
Number 64, Micah Hamlow Sawyer.
Offense and defensive lineman,
Micah Sawyer, Denise Hamlow, and his sister, Cody Hamlow Sawyer.
Micah Hamlow Sawyer.
Number 67 and number 75, Daniel and Jacob Hicks, and their parents, Don and Kathy Hicks.
Offense and defensive lineman, number 67, Daniel Hicks, and number 75, Jacob
number
Hicks.
70, Andrew Woolmer, and his parents, Jeff and Leah Woolmer, and his sister, Emma Woolmer.
Offense and defensive lineman, Andrew Woolmer.
Number 74, David O'Brien, with his parents, Gary and Mary O'Brien.
Offense and defensive lineman, David O'Brien.
And number 80, Dominic Carrasco, and his parents, Troy and Diana Carrasco.
And lastly, number 80, wide receiver and defensive back, Dominic Carrasco.
Varsity senior parents here on Parents Night at Carlson Field.
There's a number of those kids that we're going to really miss here at Anley High School, particularly the offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Makes me feel a little bit old because I coached the Doty's dad and I coached Chittister's dad. So hope I'm around to watch the grandsons play also.